What's going on, everybody, and welcome to a different type of video. I want to change it up a little bit for this video. Super Mario Sunshine is easily one of those Mario games. You either love it or you hate it. I know some people may think it's the weakest, one of the hardest 3D Mario games ever, but I find it pretty I find it not so hard, honestly. I played this game so many times, and I just don't think it's that hard. It has one of the most stressful shines and blue coins to get, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I just never struggled with that time plays. I will never do the blue coins, so fuck that. I've done it once, I'll never do it again. Anyway, this video is going to be a little bit different compared to what I do on here. I have seen this talk a lot about some difficult shines, and to say, in my personal opinion, if these shines specifically are actually super easy to do, or actually one of the hardest shines. Now, I'm going to list a couple of them, because there's some that are talked about a lot, and then there's some, like, people don't talk about. These ones are hard sometimes, and there's a few people that bring these up that are kind of difficult, but yeah, we're gonna just bring up the ones that I feel like people talk about a lot. So here we go. First up we have is, while not really talked about as much, Yoshi's Fruit Adventure, which is in Rico Harbor. This shrine, basically, you need Yoshi to, basically spray juice, I guess. It's that way. It's probably the best way you call it. And you spray the cheeps to actually use them as platforms to get up there. Now, the physics are really weird, so it's hard to platform and get to the right spot where you need to go. Now, I have seen people say, now, at first glance, it could be probably difficult, but in my opinion, I know it was hard for the first time, but I sort of got used to it, honestly. The point where if you keep dying multiple times, you just give up and you just move on to a different shrine. I remember struggling with this as a kid until I grew up, and now I'm a teen, and now I don't have trouble with it, so, or more or less an adult. I don't have trouble with it anymore, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, I don't think the Yoshi one's that hard in my opinion. Now, I'm going to go out of order with these, so just letting you know. Next one I see people talk about a lot. The Sandberg Mission. This is one of those, oh god, not this kind of missions. And although first glance, maybe if you grew up with this game, you might have struggled with this a ton. I was definitely one of those kids. But now that I grew up, I've literally beat the shine on like the second try at least. Honestly, it's actually not that hard. You have to grab red coins, and you have sand fly in your face, and then it's all windy, and then, while the blue coins suck to get, everything else is actually kind of easy, in my opinion. I don't think the Sandberg is as hard as people think it is, honestly, so, yeah. Alright, that's that. Next up is the Watermelon Festival. This is a hit or miss shine, in my opinion. It can be easy, but it also can be tough. Sometimes I get the watermelon and I mess up like the second try or something like that. I don't think it's as hard as people think it is, honestly, but you're gonna be there for a while if you can't deal with those cacti, because they get in the way and stuff. So, in my opinion, it's not really that tough, honestly. And now, probably, in my opinion, the most BS shine, the Pachinko game. Okay, I have seen people say this isn't hard, it's more or less the physics of Sunshine. And while I agree, it's probably just the physics, more of a problem than the actual shine itself, I still think this is a pretty brutal shine in my opinion. Like, I don't know, out of all the shines, this is the one I struggled the most apparently, even though I'm actually pretty good at this game. But I don't know, I don't think it's a bad one, but it's just wonky, I guess. That's the best way I can describe it, I guess. Alright, next up we have is the Secret Shine in Piazza Village. I have seen people say this one is one of the hardest ones, and I do not understand why, in my opinion. You know, where you have to talk to Piazzas, they throw you have to make sure you don't throw too far. I don't understand why this is so hard. I get the last jump, I get the jump near the end, but other than that, I literally beat this on the second try. I don't know, I don't understand why people think this is one of the hardest shines in the entire game, honestly. Like, I don't know. Maybe as a kid, sure, but other than that, I never struggled with this shine, honestly. People think of it as like a straight-up nightmare, and I just don't see it. That's how people overreact to it. I think people do kind of overreact to that shine, in my opinion. Or maybe I just get lucky with them. Maybe I just get lucky with the Piazzas. I don't know. So, yeah. Now, this one isn't talked about as much. The Manta Storm. This is more overwhelming. Oh, shit. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. This is more of an overwhelming shine than really any of the others, but I still think it's a pretty easy one if you know what you're doing. You know, spray the mantas, kill them all, basically. So yeah, that one isn't really that hard in my opinion. I'm gonna try to go through this pretty quickly. So yeah. And last, we got 2 more to go through. The final boss, aka Corona Mountain. Oh. Oh, come on. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. The alarm went on. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah. Corona Mountain. This one, some people do say it's hard. The blue coins are dumb to get. Definitely the hardest part. But other than that, besides maybe the boat, I mean, the boat can either be a hit or miss, depending on how you control it. I honestly don't think it's that hard of a shine, in my opinion, so I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. It can be a bit tough to control. I remember struggling with that easily. So yeah. And the actual final boss is pretty easy, so that's not hard at all. And last but certainly not least, I have to save this for last, the lily pad ride. People, I have hated this one as a kid. This was easily one of my least favorite shines. And there's actually, doing it is still hard in my opinion, but there's actually a trick to do this. I'll put a link in the description that you can actually just cheese this and get all the red coins without taking damage from the water. There is actually a trick to do this. So now that I know this for years, I'm like, oh, I don't need to do this mission the hard way anymore. So, yeah. Alright, and that's all of the hardest shines in Super Mario Sunshine that people talk about, which I don't find some of them that bad in my opinion. And it might be because I don't want to be like, maybe you should be better at Sunshine or something like that, but like, maybe give it a few rounds before you start trash talking and join on a bandwagon, I guess. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time for more. Later, folks.